Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to quest number 4 of this goddamn Elder difficulty. It's super difficult to be honest, and I think this one that is all about your skill champions takes the cake. Now, who in their right mind will stop you from using willpower with the node accident prone? Like, who does that? Now, there's no willpower, you cannot heal much. And if you look at the right side of the screen, there are very few heal champions that you can bring in. One of them is Nick Fury, then there's also Shield, and the newest member of them is going to be your Mr. Knight. And you can also use Blade for a bit, but because I did not have Blade on like a higher level, so I just had to use him on the first fight. Now remember, I am fully boosted here. I'm using a 20% health and attack boost and a 15% damage boost and also skill boost, that is 212%, because I really want to get this done faster, but it still took me 34 minutes. So it is a super annoying quest. And especially you're so limited here, and you don't even get willpower regen, so it is going to cost you a few revives. It cost me around 3 revives and a few health potions, but that's okay. I had quite a few of those revives that are expiring. But honestly, I don't even know how every level of account can do this. I really hope that Kabam works it out, because this was really annoying. And I have a lot of rank 3s. And also skill class. I have a really good skill class, but come on man, it took me forever. So that was the first fight, and this is the second one against Gladiator. I'm using an Atoma because I just don't have enough champions. So the other node is going to be Martial Discipline, and there's also going to be Fighting Fit. So you are, every 5 seconds you're going to gain a debuff on you. Now if you land 5 crits, on the 5th crit all of the debuffs are going to be purified, and you're going to gain a fury that is going to increase your damage. Now if you're using a champion that does not apply crits, I would suggest you use a champion that can purify easy. So I'm talking about somebody like Shield, somebody like Elsa Bloodstone, or somebody like Crossbones. All of them has easy access to purify. Also Nick Fury, so they will gain their 5 furies very quick, and they will have their damage increase, and they can get through the fight faster. I say faster, it's a very relative term. I'm using 7-star rank 3s, fully boosted, 20% health and attack, and 15% health and attack, and still it's taking me forever to bring them down. I really hope all of this is scaled down, because this is really annoying to deal with. And with all of those non-damaging debuffs, I was hoping that the willpower would be working, but the willpower is not working because of the nodes. So it is going to be a super annoying fight. I am going to leave a link to the planner that you can download. You can just make a copy of it, and here is a copy of my run on the Excel sheet, how I used it. And you will notice there are some champions that are red on the left side. Those are going to be difficult fights. Don't worry, I'll give you some options once you click on that fight through the timestamps. So yeah, make sure you check that out. And yeah, that is pretty much it about this. It's a slog, it's gonna be painful. You're going to use some of the revives, but it's fine. I think 3 to 5 revives to get this done is not bad at all. Just make sure you plan well. And yeah, I will see you on the next fight. I'm gonna select a few fights to talk about, so see you there on them. Now this fight number 3 is going to be very important, because it's going to be a Captain Marvel. You're gonna need a champion that have physical damage, because if you bring in a champion that has energy damage, you are in for a lot of trouble. So champions like Crossbones will work really nice. I think another champion, Shang-Chi, should do really good. Hitmonkey should do really good. Even your Kingpin would be a good option. So you need to bring in champions that have physical damage and that can also shrug off, so you can get those furies faster and you can take away Captain Marvel. The whole idea is to keep her binding aggression down and not give her those energy damage, because otherwise she goes unblockable during the specials and she deals a lot of damage, and yeah, that fight becomes much more annoying to deal with. You notice that I did not use my SP2 here because I don't want to apply those those incinerates at all on Captain Marvel. So I'm staying away from that, and I'm using my heavy attacks at the end of SP1, so I can keep refreshing my furies. And yeah, that's that. Pretty straightforward, simple. But then again, the reason for explaining this fight is you need a champion which has physical damage, and you should be getting through with this one quite comfortably. Now, Wiccan is going to be an interesting fight because when you parry, you're going to get a neutralize on you. So do not bring a skill champion that has any kind of buffs on them, because that's going to be super annoying. You will gonna gain a lot of incinerates because of the neutralize. It's gonna neutralize all the buffs on you, and they're gonna really deal quite a bit of damage to you. So do not bring in your Elsa Bloodstones. Do not bring in your Shang-Chis. Those champions are not gonna work because they get buffs. And when the buffs get neutralized, they are going to apply incinerate, and that's going to deal a lot of damage, so you're going to die. So important thing for this fight, bring in a skill champion that is shrug off or can do quite a bit of crits and also does not gain a lot of buffs. Or if you don't have an option that you have to bring in a champion that has buffs, do not parry Wiccan. Just hold your block, let him throw a heavy, and then you can punish the heavy and you can go back in. So that's another way to fight it. So just here, just punish the heavy into an SP1, and that is enough to take him out. Morbius is going to be a bit annoying. He's not difficult, but he's going to be a bit annoying when it comes to his special attacks and evading them, and also his glide, where he just kind of goes unblockable, and also you miss if you try to attack him. So do not intercept him. That is going to be important. What I like to do when he has his glide ready, I wait for him to dash in, and then I dash back and parry him again on his second hit, on the second light, and that works out for me. I am using here Valkyrie, so I'm just going to build up to my SP2 and use that. Made a mistake there. I tried to intercept him while he was dashing in, and that glide came into play, and that dealt a lot of damage to me. Even now I am bleeding, so that is also fueling up Morbius. But then again, fight is not difficult. The reason to explain this fight is just make sure you have a good counter, or you know how to play around the glide, and you should be good. Any champion with shrug off, any champion with easy access to crits should do super well. Then you have a Hulk Ragnarok. You're going to need somebody who can counter that unstoppable, somebody with slow or somebody with grit. I'm just using a shield because she does extra damage to Gamma champions also, but make sure you bring that in. The fight is not really difficult. Both specials can be evaded. Is the difficult part is to keep an eye on the charges, and when he has that unstoppable or smash, you stay away and then you go back in and take him out. So keep an eye on that. Should not really be a difficult fight. Still, I'm giving you some counters to check them out, so just be wary about that when you plan about this fight. The unstoppable can be annoying. And then we have the final boss fight that is going to be against an absorbing man, and this is all about not using a parry. Because of enhanced parry, you will give him armor break, and the more armor break you will give him, he is going to be fueled more. Another one here is going to be always forward, so he's going to gain a lot of regen, but once you take him down of a certain HP, he is not going to regen back up of it, so that is something that will help you. So you will need champions with kind of heal reverser. I think they are going to be the best ones, so make sure you bring them in. Originally I did this fight with Void. Now Void made short work of him. There are quite a few other options that I've given you. You can use champions like She-Hulk or Deathless She-Hulk. All of them work, but I'm going on with an experiment of using anti-venom. Now I'm not the best player with anti-venom, so all I know, I have to throw my SP1s and build up all of those the non-damaging debuffs on him, and then I use my SP2 to get a big fury. And then while I do attack him with that big fury, I also spam my SP1, so there is more petrify on him and the regen is reversed. Now the one thing you need to control on this fight is going to be always pushing absorbing man to a special attack, because that is going to be your opening. Because if you don't do that, you will have to parry him, and during the parry he's going to deal a lot of damage to you and you will die. So that's something you have to take care about. It took me a little while to understand how absorbing man will work, but I got the hang of it. And there's also going to be unyielding assault and sting like a bee, so just be wary about that. All in all, it's a regular absorbing man fight. You just need heal reversers or champions that have compounding damage, preferably science champions. I've given you quite a few options, they should work. So here I am, I have 4 of my furies, my damage is increased. Now you will notice how much damage I'm going to do with every hit. Look at that. And then here goes my striker. I think I throw an SP1 here, and that also gives petrify on the opponent, and look at him losing his health with the return regen also. So that's something you can take, you can use as well. Another thing, you can use heavy attacks after specials to remove his forms. What that does, that gives you an easy opening to use your parry and take out absorbing man. Just don't parry him when he is one of his forms. So I hope this helps, guys. It was very annoying for me to do the skill one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna throw some feedback to Kabam as well on the CCP. So yeah, I hope you get through this, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.